Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Morcillon, artist and spiritualist. I'm called to return to come and speak to you today. I hope you're having a good day. Feel free to let me know in the comment sections. For it is very important right now to do anything you can to distract yourself from any form of struggle, any worries, any fears, any doubts, any just find whatever, something that brings you back to the world, the feeling good state. You could be watching a movie, listening to music, taking a bath, anything, gardening, anything that will do, because those will be the time when we're feeling good, that the spirit can communicate with us. For me, it took me I'm finally catching up to my higher self. My higher self has been presenting me with this amazing vision for such a long time, but there was still a resistance, and now I'm finally leaving that resistance. It's like my brain took a while to catch up to my heart. We're really moving beyond cause and effect into the realm of unity. For the old work was about fighting against the dark, standing strong when facing the darkness, and having to anchor what we believe to be true about life, about us. But now it's more about standing above and holding a frequency, staying a stand of samadhi above and beyond the two powers, the dark and light, into the unity of love of the Creator. For ascension is marked by many steps. It's like a long stairway to heaven, but it's more an ongoing process than a single event. Yet there is this one single event that will definitely accelerate. It will be like a cosmic elevator. Talk about the solar flash or 3 days of darkness, and we're ready for that now. And so, because no matter what our spiritual belief or religious beliefs, all sincere praise and desires are heard, and our desire to reconnect to the source, regardless of our belief, is really appreciated by the Creator, who wants to reconnect with us. So we have to understand that the roots of religion is far older than what contemporary belief is. It's all this truth, this eternal truth, has always been there. Then God has sent prophets and messiahs and teachers and masters to remind humanity of their divine origin during the Dark Age. But now we are remembering that this light is within ourselves. For a lot of the religious beliefs, a lot of truth is going to be coming very soon, and we're going to realize that a lot of religious beliefs were distorted by men who wanted to gain political power over groups and over people. But there's always been in all religion, regardless of the superficial happenings, groups and individual and secret organizations that have kept the truth alive, that have kept the beyond the external manipulation. So we're going to come to realize the Vatican has been the center for the dark energies on the planet, a very powerful center, and a very manipulative organization. Not that everybody's there is negative, but we want to. They didn't want us to discover the inner truth, the connection to the Prime Creator, because then they would lose the power they have over people. It's like they invented the Council of Nice. They invented this original sin, which is a crime against humanity. There is no sin. There is just cause and effect. Once again, we're just all children of God, and so. And they didn't want to realize the truth that what the Christ was saying, the kingdom of God is within. And he also said that I've done great things, but you will do even greater things. So we're not inferior to anybody. We're not superior either. We're just one in the one. When all the ones will become one, the greater one will become fully what it needs to be, what it wants to be. So. But there are very positive people in all religious branches or religion. For religions are like God is one hand, but the religions are just the finger of the same hand. That was sought by Genghis Khan, the great leader. And so they're all preparing humanity, and they're like they're preparing a progressive disclosure, preparing humanity for extraterrestrial contact, and to soften the impact of contact to avoid mass panic. Because a lot of the religious texts were actually influenced by advanced extraterrestrial groups, and they don't the higher echelon of the religious organizations, the Vatican, for instance, they really know that, but they don't want you to know that. They want to continue to dominate. And so, but there are going to be very big revelation about this dark pyramid of control, but mostly the revelation will be about the vastness of the ocean of consciousness, the vastness of the universe, and the great diversity of life in the universe. The whole universe is teeming with life, and that they're afraid to lose their power once humanity reconnect to that great brotherhood. There is only one great brotherhood of intelligence, whether it's high or low. We're all children of God. So it is like we're living in a very small ocean, small aquarium, and now we get to acclimate to life in the ocean. So it's going to be quite exciting, yet a bit scary for some people. And also that we're going to be revelation that the Earth has a very long-standing history with many, many extraterrestrial groups. Those things will become obvious in terms of both genetic and cultural, both positive and negative. And we just a great melting pot of energy. This Earth stands at the edge of the galaxy and was created as a great cosmic library. So it is a very important planet, and you're very important. We are very important to this process. So these 3 days of darkness is 3 days of stillness in reality. Everything will be cut out. There will be no electricity, no mechanic will work, no internet. So it's gonna really reset the world. But all the initiated have been prepared for that. It's like preparation is internal. It's not about you can have all the food accumulated. If you're not ready internally, it'll be shaken up. But you may not have any provision. But if you prepare internally, you'll find somebody that will assist you in eating or drink with water. So not to worry. It's always good to have a little bit provision when that happens, but the mass will be very, very surprised, because a lot of people have heard about it but dismissed it. So when it's going to happen, it's going to be very surprising. But it will not turn the world into a paradise from one day to the next. It will just be a purification and an opportunity to let go of the old and start something new. Some people will want to go back to the old as soon as possible, and then they'll move back on the downward spiral. But the groups that are ready to start something new will be moving on an ascending spiral. We were actually waiting for this ascension to happen on December 21st, 2012. We're ready for the ascension. I saw it in the realm of cause. Everything changed, but humanity wasn't ready, so they got a big extension in relationship to that. But with this coming, with the increase of light for the sun is providing, and the galactics, and I made contact with the 3i Atlas. It's a very advanced 12-dimensional groups. And they're very quiet for now, but they're broadcasting energy that has a definite impact. But a lot of masks are going to fall. Many truths will become transparent. There's going to be a lot of things that will become obvious. For in the greater whole, light and darkness exist in balance, but within our consciousness, they cannot coexist. It's either we're in the light or we're in darkness. So it's like we want to turn to the light as remind ourselves to go always return to that. Our true nature is the light. For our higher self does not have any shadow. It is pure light. It is a spark of divine light. But when we're down here, we always have a shadow that carries us everywhere. It's part of the process of integrating a primitive planet in a lower frequency. So we want to transmute the darkness into light whenever we come, and to remind ourselves that the Creator is there. Up until the illumination, there's going to be a great... once we'll be illuminated, we still won't know all the ins and outs of the universe, but we'll be anchored within our eternal divine self, and we want a lot of life will be clear to us. It is important to get acquainted with the idea that God and Spirit are always present, always monitoring our mind. We are never alone. Every thought and they can intervene anytime. But God is a silent partner. He will never impose. We really have to make the effort to welcome our Creator within our reality, conscious reality, and eventually God, so that we can be guided in our thoughts, in our mind, but it's always there. It's just a constant companion, but once we know the quality of the energy of God, we want to really integrate that and always be feeling that. For me, it's like I often my spiritual complex is I know it's always there and I'm able to communicate, but it's really still too subtle for me to completely fuse with it, and just it's still like there's still mystery in relationship. Not that I have to look for spirit, I know they're always there, but there is still a refinement and purification that is going on, and to know at the end, it's at the end or the beginning, there is only everything is in the hands of God, and now all is coming into the light. So the light is forcing for exposure, disclosure, resolution. And it's all happening because of the collective awakening, because we're all participating in the awakening and the ascension of the planet, but also of the universe. So it's all those activation can be conscious or unconscious. A lot of it is happening during our sleep time, others happening during our meditation, or it can happen in conversation. It can happen while we're in watching a movie or doing anything or creating or gardening or anything. It can happen at any time. There's all kinds of activation that are conscious or unconscious, because we do not seek to be perfect. We seek to perfect ourselves in order to stay healthy. We need to improve ourselves and correct whatever we can correct to align with something that is more aligned with that which is perfect. But humanity will always find things too perfect. So what we seek is an open heart, is sincerity. So the purification of the heart is very important, to purify our intention, to purify our thoughts, to see love in, and broadcast love and light everywhere we go without being imposing it or interfering within people's process, because it's all about a state of being. It's about our connected self. And once we complete our program here on the physical plane, we'll have a lot of time, we'll have eternity to explore the spiritual connection, which is so rich and so vast. There is so much to explore. It will be the rewards that we'll get for having accepted to go through all that during this process of transmutation. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Today is my 22,133rd day today on the planet. I was like watching this, like on March 7 of next year, it will be 22,222 days that I will be on the earth. So it's kind of, we only have so many days, because I was watching, I wasted like I wasted like 3 or 4 years, 5 years, going in circle with this. It's like, but there has been a lot of inner transformation, so it's not completely wasted. But it's going to feel good to go out, come back from exile. I feel like I've been moved into a survival mode. I've never had to really go through. Well, I had a difficult time in my first Saturn return, but never like that. It's been like I felt like I was crucified here for like the past few years, and so. But I feel like there's the door of freedom and paradise is right before me, and I thank you so very much for having been there for me. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I also thank you very much for your donations. If you can, if you're interested by art, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. Spirit was asking me to sing a song, so I find a song to sing. The card of the day is the solid foundation. By our integrity, our being true to ourselves, and following our guidance, we are creating very solid foundations. The higher wisdom is the yin. It's allowing things to happen naturally, to unfold with grace and ease. The higher wisdom, what we need to understand is chopping woods. It means to be conscious of the spiritual presence and connect to spirit even in our most mundane thing. Whatever we do that is mundane is actually very spiritual. That's one of the things that we may or may not understand. What we need to do is the unfinished symphony, to continue to work on ourselves. The symphony will never be completely finished. Our inner castle on the inner planes is always in the constructions. But that just being said, so there is always work to do, those things that we can do to improve upon. Yet we need to love and accept ourselves, who we are, where we are, and all that we are, and love ourselves just as that right now. Because sometimes we feel like we are becoming unconditional, loving unconditional, but the soul is very conditional. It's got a plan, and it's very, very conditional. Sometimes it feels like it because of the programmation, the way we've been programmed. So we do want to be unconditional and to reach that point of freedom. and the outcome will be an exchange of gift. So it's a gracious flow of energy. It will be an exchange. It will be it's learning to give, to receive, to share in a very gracious manner. So all of that is unfolding, and we're moving into a higher frequency a little bit more each and every day. Well, my friends, I'm finished with this song. Spirit was asking me to sing. I was at this one song, and maybe I'll sing it tomorrow. It was a bit nostalgic. Then this other song popped out, so I thought I'd sing that one. A song that talks about the silence, because silence was very useful. See, if there was no silence, we couldn't hear the music also. So, and the silence in music is very important as well. I'm really eager to start writing some music. As soon as I get home, I'll get a piano. I'm going to start composing some new songs. But this is an old song. It's from Simon and Garfunkel, and it's called "The Sound of Silence." Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone narrow streets of cobblestone, 'neath the halo of a street lamp. I turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you. But my words like silence raindrop fell, and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on a subway wall, and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence. Sound of Silence, from Paul Simon. Well, my friends, I thank you very much for staying till the end. I thank you to leave me a comment. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, for subscribing also. Thank you so very much for your supporting the channel, for your donations, and feel free to connect with me if you're interested by art. I feel very soon I'm going to be able to return to this first profession. I was a gallery dealer. That was my first profession. And as Plato said, the first thing you do when you enter into life is usually the best thing for you. So I'm really eager to return to that. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.